video with asymmetrical preparedness. Sorry for another video of my car. I'm really trying to not do videos of my car as much because I don't feel they're interesting. I get comments sometimes, that it's better to not be in the car. I get it, but I got to make use of my time. I don't have time to, it's going to be dark by the time I get home, and I've, kids, life, stuff like that. But I want to get content out to you guys, so I apologize right off the bat. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate all you guys. This video is PVC is a prepper's friend. PVC pipes, so many different uses. And yeah, this is simple talk, but trust me, it's something you should have. You should get lots of PVC. Just buy some every now and then, random stuff, because you never know when you're going to need it. You're never going to know when you're going to use it, and it's so versatile. I mean, it's useful for so many different things. It's inexpensive. It's easy to use. It's easy to put together. It's very versatile. You can use it for so many different things. I'll list some things that I think of, like water lines. You could, attach them, drill holes in them, and use it as like a drip system in your garden for irrigation. Do-it-yourself sprinklers. I actually have two that I got from a friend that was a prepper that moved, bought an off-grid homestead in northern Idaho. Hoo-yah! But they had a lot of their preps that they left behind, and so we got some fencing and a bunch of other stuff. But and what it was is one of those sprinklers that go, and they just mounted that head on a PVC pipe, and then had a hose connection that goes into it, and then basically a stand that goes down, and then 4 legs that come off it to stand. There's a shorter one and a taller one. That's a great use of a homemade sprinkler system made out of PVC. You can make greenhouse frames, cold frame, frames, lots of different things like that. Chicken tractors. Those, you build like a, look up chicken tractor. It's a frame that's covered with like mesh, chicken wire, and then you put your chickens in it, and you put them in a certain area of the yard, and you pick it up and move it over. So they eat the bugs, and then they poop and stuff like that, and they, fertilize different areas of the yard, garden, whatever, your property. Yeah, I said irrigation, frames for plants to grow on. You can build like a lattice work, have your plants grow up it, or angled, and have them grow over it, and the fruit hanging off, and then you can just, that kind of thing. Tie them up with cordage or something like that when they start getting heavy so they don't drop, and, there's all those different things. Aquaponic systems. Aquaponic systems use lots of PVC. Planting things in them, you running the water around different places. You can use PVC to run water out, to run a spigot out in your garden, or provide water out to a shed, or whatever. Wherever you're working, you can use it for different things like that. Also, animal watering systems. You can have like one of those big water jugs or something, or a rainwater catchment system up top, and then have it run down through, and have those like a gravity drain system, and have little spigots for the animals to go up and drink out of, or a little trough for it to drink out of. Lots of different things. You can use it for caches, the bigger ones, the bigger round ones. Cap it in, put your stuff in there so it's nice and airtight. Throw some oxygen absorbers in there, and seal it up really well. And I'll get into some of the other etc. things you want to buy along with PVC, not just the pipes themselves and the caps and the fittings and stuff like that. But I'll talk about that in just a sec. You can use it for caches. You can build a gun rack out of them to sit your guns when you're out on if you have a homemade range or something like that, or even in the back of your closet, whatever. Target stands. You can build a target stand out of PVC pipe. To me, that's be a little easier just to make it out of wood. But hey, you could use PVC if you wanted to. Animal pens. Also, if you're building like a chicken pen, you can build it out of PVC. Then again, you could also use wood, or you could use metal posts. Lots of different ways, but it's so versatile. You can use it for so many different things. You could also make a homemade bow, as an archery, a bow like bow and arrows. You can make the bow part out of PVC. Make a string for it, get some arrows, whatever. But the bow itself can be made out of PVC. There's videos on people making PVC bows. I thought about trying to make one and making it on video and seeing how it turns out. So maybe I'll do that sometime. That sounds kind of cool. Stands for light objects, like little, racks for stuff to go on. That maybe not so heavy, but you need to get them up and off the ground or something like that, or you need to build something where they can slide in and stack. Like I said, it's very versatile. some of the things you want with it. You want some elbows. You want some like 90 degrees. You want some maybe three-part ones. Maybe you want a 4-prong one. Crosses. There's lots of different things that you can, lots of different parts and pieces that you can get, as well as caps for the appropriate sizes you need. Don't forget the glue for it also. And then you can also get a tap and die set so you can thread it if you need it threaded for some reason. That's not too hard to do. Get some pipe tape also, or plumber's tape, to make sure that it seals properly. That's something you could do like on a cache. If you really want to make sure it's good and good to go, thread it, put some plumber's tape on there, and use the glue also. And then thread it on, and the glue will dry, and it'll be sealed. And maybe around the edge, the joint, the seal, maybe you lay a good bead of silicone around it to make sure that it's nice and sealed tight. You can fashion it into tools. You can actually like carve it out, and you make something like make a spoon out of it, make a little shovel out of it, make a spear point out of it for some kind of defense system you're doing. I don't know. There are so many uses for PVC. See, it's already starting to get dark. Check into it. Include it in your preps. It is so versatile. You can use it for so many different things that it's something to be very nice to have. Say you wanted to have water source at your LPOP, your fixed fighting position, which is listening post, observation post, or your fixed fighting position, security positions on your perimeter. Well, run a PVC pipe out there. You can bury it. You can run it above ground, insulate it if it gets really cold where you're at, whatever. And you can have a little spigot there, where the guard, whoever's out there, can turn the water on and get a drink. That's nice. I just thought of something else also that you could run water out to that would be useful, but I don't know. I forget now. You could run it through a greenhouse and have instead of having like larger holes for a drip irrigation system, have really like pinholes in it, so it sprays. So it sprays out mist like a mister. You can use it for that. There are so many different things. It's so useful. I highly recommend. Think about it. And these are some, do-it-yourself projects that you could do. You can make some of this stuff that would help you. It would be useful. It would help you in your gardening. It would help you in your animal husbandry, taking care of your animals, raising your animals, doing the things. So, it's fun. Also, make prepping fun, I always say, and prepping a little every day. So, figure out a project you can make with PVC. Go buy some and, have fun making it, and then have fun using it for whatever purpose. Increase your preparedness. That's something you can do easily. And like I said, it's not expensive. So, yeah, check into it. Anyway, that is the video. I love you guys. I hope you guys are prepping a little every day. I hope that you are eating healthy foods. I hope you're exercising. I hope you're drinking lots of water. I hope you're taking care of yourselves, keeping yourselves healthy and strong. We got to be strong and healthy to be in the fight. There's a fight coming, people. We got to be ready for it. Whatever form it takes, we need to be strong. We need to be prepared. I love you guys, and blessings to you and yours.